Thank you very much, Doc. Father Naima Kuto, you do have a question? Would you want to ask your question? Muchetwa, you can keep your hand up. And once Father Nai is asked the question, Hillary, I would want you to respond to Father Nai before Doctor comes through. Kindly go ahead.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, sir, for everything that you have said. It have actually pushed us to think of doing something that is actually really big. So I was asking, so you said we should envision ourselves on how our lives are going to be like after like 30 years. Let's say maybe I failed to make billions to create money to give the community or to help the community. Is it okay if I just help through volunteering? Volunteering, because I've been working with that have been helping youth, like for example, integral youth development. I've been working with those people to actually help some youths, encourage them about justice, to talk about reproduction, to talk about who is just going on schools and helping them see a different picture and helping them to appreciate the environment and our country more. So is it okay if I just give services? Maybe because I would have failed to actually create something like a project that would give me money to actually help the community. Is it okay to separate both the two things? Can I just do services or I have to do both?
Great. I will allow your brother to respond to you. Hillary, would you want to help your little sister before Doc comes in?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
All right, so I think the point that she's trying to bring out is the separation of the service and money. What I think my sister Fadzai is it's more to do with creating value before thinking of creating or getting money. I think if we look at the presentation that Dr. K gave us, it's about human capital development. Human capital development, which is more of creating value through human. So I think the most important thing is creating value, and then money comes from creating value. And I think that's what I can say.
Thank you, Hillary. Over to you, Doc, maybe to expand more on that.
Okay, so I hope that I got your question right. So you're saying that, can one give a service to communities? Just give service. And then the other side of it is that can one make the money and then with the money provide the help? Is that correct?
Yes, and the misconception there is I cannot provide service and value like what our patrons have done without money. So do I need money? Yes.
Okay. That's a simple one. So go and listen to what the patron said on Sunday. So the truth of the matter is that they started giving before they had. So their giving is not because they got money. Their giving is because there was need to give. And even today, that's how that philosophy hasn't changed. Okay? That philosophy hasn't changed. They will still go and give even before the money is there. That's how we run High Life Foundation. We don't run High Life Foundation on the basis of having a lot of money. No, we run High Life Foundation on the basis of faith. Just in case you didn't know. Mr. and Mrs. Masiwa started giving when they did not have. They didn't start, it wasn't a question of, Econet is now making money, it's now becoming too much money, and we begin to feel guilty that God, what is God going to think that we've got money and we're not giving? No, it was them praying, Mrs. M praying, Mr. M praying, and then they were given this word, and the word says, hey, give. And they didn't say, but we don't have. He said, give. And then the next thing they said, okay, we're giving. And then when the license came and all that, then, they realized that, it's beautiful to give. And then they said, we want to give more. And then they said, okay, of their revenues, not income, but at revenue level, they made a commitment, 2% of revenue, whether they make money or not, 2% of their revenue will have to be given out. So that already is telling you that it's somebody who's giving, not because they have. Because what we then do, so for example, right now we're coming to the end, by February of 2022, it will be the end of this financial year for us, okay? We're already beginning to put budgets in place for what we're gonna do in 2022, into 2023. We don't have the money, okay? But we're gonna make commitments to say we're gonna give. So the moral of the story is that the giving is the one that pulls the money. Okay, try it. Go and try it today or tomorrow. Start giving and you see if the money doesn't come. Okay, pray about it so that you give to the, but God, if you see, there's some that Mr. Masiwa said, or Mr. Mboweni said on Sunday. There's a scripture in the Bible where, God tells you to go and give to the widows, the orphans, and all the ones that are in desperate need. And God says that, that will be like you giving, but that giving is, you are almost like extending a loan to God, if I can put it that way. So if you give to the poor, if you give to the destitute, if you give to the orphans, the widows, God takes it as you are actually giving him a loan. But then the scripture then says that God doesn't want to owe any money anything. So what then happens? If you give God as a loan, God has got to make sure that before the day is gone, he has given back, and then he gives a pressed down, shaken together, and flowing over to show you that I don't need anything from you, because he says in the scriptures that if I was hungry, I will not come to you.